Alright guys, so today we're gonna be reacting to another Mathew Hussey man humbles a room full of women kind of thing. This time it's gonna be who pays on a first date. I reacted to these videos to my older channel. Didn't get a lot of traction because I think the niche was wrong. So I'm just gonna react to it with you guys just to give you my 2 cents instead of reacting per se. Let's jump in.
Let's have one more question. We had this person at the back in the stripes. Yeah, let's hear from you.
Um, During the dating period, after like 4 or 5 months of dating, I just wondering at what point do you have to pay, did the woman have to pay when they go out? The guy is asking that there should be half and half at that point
Interesting.
At what point?
when you already been dating for 4 or 5 months.
Right.
Yeah.
Look, okay, to give you a quick answer on, firstly, I think we should just deal with the who should pay thing to begin with. When you're on a date, who should pay?
Yeah. There you go. That's the problem. Hey, if you're married, the man should be paying for the meal. I'm just keeping it 100% real. The reason you want to pay for the meal because you want to keep the frame of that relationship. As simple as that. When you're dating like this, you don't. When you get serious, you get engaged, you start putting frame, you pay for the food. See what I'm saying? But when you're starting with a female like this, nah.
I know. I mean, that's what I told him. I'm sorry.
But-
I would say, I'm dating. We're dating.
But here's
the
the-
gentleman here.
Okay. He's supposed to pay.
Yeah.
You're
what I
He's
told
supposed
him.
to pay.
But you're supposed to have sex with him whenever he says.
No.
Why not?
Whenever Walt
What's
wanted, right?
where does this double standard come from? I'm sorry, it's the reality. You guys can moan at it all you want, but the moment you say to a guy, you have to fucking pay for my time, you're saying this relationship isn't equal. This relationship isn't equal. My time is worth more than yours, so
Good
you
point.
should pay for it. I wonder what paradigm that sets up. Here's my view. If you go on a date with a guy and you don't offer to pay your share, you weren't taught right. If you go on a date and he doesn't pay, he wasn't taught right.
Well, hold on, Matthew. Hold on, Matthew. I understand where you're coming from. However, guys are moving through this world like their traditional manners around himself. The thing is that we have one side of the equation that is not walking in traditional manners. Okay? I have no problem with the guy paying if the outcome is already predetermined. But see, the outcome is not predetermined. Okay? So that's why a lot of guys are not paying for dates. And it's very well known that a lot of females even make a profession of this, trying to get money from guys to have free meals. So here's where these, again, and I have to just make this observation. All of these females, all of them have their opportunity when they were young to select the right guy. Now they have to pay thousands of dollars to sit down with this guy, to just get advice that they don't want to even follow. I can guarantee you, all of them, they're trying to get this guy right here, called Mathew Hussey. Look at how they look at him. See? Look at that. How they look at him. They're all smiling. They're all thinking they have a shot. They pay to see him, not to really follow their advice.
I can tell you right now, if I was dating someone and they never offered to pay, I wouldn't be dating them. I can tell you that now. If they never offered to pay, I would not be dating them because I'd say, this is the most polite they're ever going to be. And they're not even trying to pay now. What does that say about my future? But look, let me come at this from a different angle. I will always treat my partner how I would treat my best friend. And I wouldn't apply a different standard to my partner than my best friend. I wouldn't say to my best friend, let's always go out to dinner and you always pay. I'd say, let's be teammates here in whatever way we can. And maybe, by the way, proportionately, what you can do is less than what he can do. That's a different thing. If he says to you, I want to go stay at the top hotel in Big Sur this weekend, and it's $1,500 a night, and you say, I don't have the money. It's his job to say, it doesn't matter. I didn't do it so you could pay. I did it because I want to go and I want to take you. Great. That's what that is, right? Or if you both agree to go on holiday and you have a fifth of his earning potential, you say, I want to contribute to a fifth of this holiday. It's overly simplistic, but you get what I'm saying, right? I will contribute on the level I can contribute. Let me tell you what means something to a guy. Trying.
Okay.
That means something to a guy. When he feels that you're not even trying to contribute, that's when he feels used. Because any guy who's really confident and self-respecting, if the woman never is even trying to contribute, he feels like he's being taken advantage of. And it has nothing to do with money. It has to do with the lack of gesture. So I would be looking at, if you like this guy, maybe if you're in different positions, figure out what you want to contribute proportionately or what you can contribute proportionately and treat him as you would your best friend.
Well, again, this is one of his most, watched videos. Again, the pain thing is, hey, if this was 40 or 30 years ago, I would say, hey, man, go for it. But now it's just, again, the guys are moving or starting from a point of traditionalism, but the females are not. And especially, again, and it makes sense, naturally, it makes sense. If you were 20 years old, 18 years old, and you were receiving a lot of attention from the guys that you wanted, but you couldn't settle down because you always thought you had better. Now you're in the oldest stage of your life, and you think you still have the opportunity to get one, it's completely delusional. And you having this conversation about paying, it just shows you how wrong the priorities are. There has to be a point where we have to understand that, hey, maybe the conversation should not be about who should be paying, rather than, hey, I think we are different than men, and we need to just get our priorities straight and start thinking about serious stuff when we are in our prime years. Instead of having this guy, he's okay. You're charging thousands of dollars, I guess. Hey, shout out to him. He just found a niche. He's exploiting it and just quote unquote helping females. I cannot see how this can help females. I really don't, because it's clearly, this is not Matthew's job. Your mom, this is their mom's job. This is their parents' job. And I don't think this really will go through their mind, and they're gonna finish the seminar and think, you know what? I think I can apply these things, because it's not in their nature. I'm not saying they don't have the ability. They do have the ability, but does it come from their nature? Let's say that there's 100 females that go there. Let's say 1,000. And 3 of them managed to just apply everything, managed to just find something. You can say it was worth it, but it really was. Instead of just paying all those thousands of dollars, why we don't just avoid the problem and fix it right from the get-go? Make sure that by the 18 or 25, they already have the correct man. Not what they want, the correct man. Let me know what you guys think. You guys agree with me? You guys disagree with me?